morning, Greater Latrobe. From the WCAT-TV studio, I'm Ariel Teppert alongside Alexis Knoll.
Coming up in today's show, the senior class photo is scheduled for next week. We have highlights from You've Got a Friend Day, and our sports reporters have team updates in the latest episode of Wildcat All Access. All this and more on your WCAT-TV news.
Avita will meet today during Lunch and Learn 1 in the CSC. All are welcome to attend. New members are invited to join Remind for club announcements. Text BBFF8F to 81010.
There will be a Pep Club meeting on Tuesday, October 11th for grades 10 through 12 during Lunch and Learn 1 in Mrs. Fry's room, A4 in the junior high. 9th grade will also have a meeting during their Lunch and Learn 1 in Mrs. Fry's room, A4 in the junior high. Everyone is welcome.
Attention seniors, the senior class picture will be on October 12th. All seniors should report to the Aux Gym at 9 a.m. where you will be checked in and then guided down to Rossi to receive your spot. All seniors should wear a black shirt with jeans preferably, but any pants will work.
The Ambassador Action Team is looking for 5 student volunteers to help at the high school in the morning of Friday, October 14th. If you are interested, please email or see Mrs. Pellegrino.
Now let's get a check on the weather. We go to Lily Haverly for the 3-day forecast.
Good morning, Wildcats. Here's your 3-day forecast. Today we can expect light rain with a high of 57 and a low of 52. On Saturday, we will see partly sunny skies with a high of 54 and a low of 35. Finally, on Sunday, we will see clear skies with a high of 59 and a low of 37. That's all for your 3-day forecast. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks, Lily. There will be a financial aid night for parents on Thursday, October 13th in the CSC from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Seniors are encouraged to share this information with their parents.
The Challenge program is once again offering a $200 Community Service Award for students who have completed community service hours. Current seniors and current juniors are eligible and are asked to submit all of their community service hours from last school year to Mrs. Yetter by Wednesday, October 12th. One senior and one junior will each be selected for this award.
Wondering what's on the menu today? Here is Emma Urick with What's Cookin'.
What's cooking, Latrobe? Today is Friday, October 7th, and cooking up in the main line, we have pulled pork nachos with lettuce, tomatoes, jalapenos, and sour cream with the side of corn. In the sandwich line, we have hamburger, cheeseburger, or a chicken patty. In the pizza line, we have homemade cheese or pepperoni pizza. Finally, in the grab-and-go bar, we have fresh salads and deli hoagies. The soup of the day is broccoli and cheese, and the vegetable of the day is sweet corn. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks, Emma. The following colleges will be in the Commons area during Lunch and Learn.
We head over to Jacob Kramer to see what's happening in national sports.
Good morning, Wildcats. In national sports news, the AL and NL wildcard games start up the MLB playoffs. First game of the day is Rays versus Guardians at 12:07 p.m. Then the Phillies and Cardinals have a game in St. Louis at 2:07. Next, at 4:07, the Mariners and Blue Jays play in Toronto. Last, the Padres and Mets play at 8:07 p.m. in New York. That's all for national sports news. Back to you.
Over 80 senior high students traveled to Twin Lakes Park on Wednesday to participate in the annual You've Got a Friend Day. It was a great experience for students and their friends. Here are some highlights. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of WCAT-TV News. Have a great day, Latrobe. Please stay tuned for Wildcat All Access. We are GL.
Go Wildcats!
Good morning, Greater Latrobe. Welcome to Wildcat All Access, where we bring you news from all of our Greater Latrobe sports teams. I'm your host, Tyler Nelson. Not much has changed in girls volleyball news. The team still has not dropped a match. The team is currently in the lead in 3A Section 5 with a section record of 8-0 and an overall record of 11-0. This team is the first team in Greater Latrobe volleyball history to start off this way. On Tuesday night, the team honored its 11 seniors in a 3-0 sweep of Greensburg-Salem. The girls are fighting hard to keep their record undefeated. With 4 tough section games left, the girls are ready to make a deep playoff run. In the current WPIAL rankings, your Wildcats are ranked second. In the newly released PVCA Pennsylvania State 3A volleyball rankings, the team is ranked third in the state. Keep up the amazing work, girls. We head over to Ariel Teppert for an update on the field hockey team.
Good morning, Wildcats. The Latrobe field hockey team traveled to Upper St. Clair on September 20th for a section matchup. The Wildcats finished the first quarter with goals from Josie Stragus, Hope Cerny, and Lauren Sapp, scoring in the last 5 minutes to lead 3-0. A second goal from Stragus put the Wildcats up to 4-0 at the halftime break. Sapp scored her second goal late in the third quarter, pushing the lead to 5-0. Emma Harrington's goal early in the fourth quarter was the last as the Wildcats took the win 6-0. Next up, they hosted Ellis on September 27th for a non-section matchup. The Tigers took the first goal of the game halfway through the second quarter. Goals were made throughout the game by Josie Stragus, Taylor Deskow, and tipped by Hope Cerny. Megan Brackney made 2 saves and goals. The Tigers scored the only goal of the fourth quarter off of a penalty corner to end the game in a 3-3 tie. Lastly, the Latrobe field hockey team hosted Penn Trafford Wednesday evening. The visitors started out with scoring the first 2 goals of the game in the first quarter. The Wildcats tallied the only goal late in the third quarter off the stick of Josie Stragus from a penalty corner. Latrobe came back to tie the game at 2 midway through the fourth quarter as Hope Cerny redirected a drive from Stragus into the goal. However, Penn Trafford converted a late penalty corner into a goal to end the night with the victory 3-2. Latrobe will face off against Oakland Catholic next Tuesday, October 11th at the North Park Sports Complex at 7:30 p.m. That's all for our field hockey team. Thanks, and back to you.
Thanks, Ariel. Now we head to Alexis Knoll for an update on the boys soccer team.
Thanks, Tyler. The boys soccer team has been fighting hard this season. The boys have an overall record of 2-8 and a conference record of 0-6. Last week, on Thursday, they placed Penn Hills at home for senior night. It was a good game, but the Wildcats fell to Penn Hills 1-0. On Tuesday, the boys played Plum, the number 1 team in the WPIAL 4A section. The boys played a tough game, but ended up falling to Plum 7-1. The boys have 2 games next week, one on Tuesday against Gateway, and then a home game on Thursday against Franklin Regional. Make sure to come out and support the boys as they finish off their season. Good luck, boys. Thanks, and back to you.
Now let's take a look at how the girls are doing. Here is Richard Hillwig with an update on the girls soccer team.
Thanks, Tyler. The girls soccer team has rebounded after their tough start to the season. After starting the season 1-2-1, the girls have won 5 out of their last 6 games, including their game on Monday night against the Plum Mustangs. After falling to Plum early in the season, the Wildcats returned the favor against the Mustangs with a 1-0 overtime win, courtesy of Ella Bulova here at Rossi Field. I had a chance to talk to Coach Morrison about the team this season.
Last year, the Lady Wildcat soccer team won their section for the first time since 1992, but the build-up to that achievement encompasses far more than their play on the field.
Since I've taken over of the program about 6 years ago, really worked on developing the culture and really building the belief and the camaraderie within the team, finding a chemistry, and just working towards having a common goal and developing the belief within the group that we can look to make those progressions and make those meet the expectations that we set early on in the season. And I feel that we've continued to make those progressions over the past couple years, and with every year getting better and better, I think the belief continues to grow.
One thing that jolted the Lady Wildcats last year was the play of their underclassmen. This year, those players know what's expected of them and are ready for any challenges.
Experience is invaluable. We've been in sections that have a lot of really great competition, and so throughout the season, especially being so young, those girls did a phenomenal job of really raising their level to be able to play against older, bigger physical players. So credit to them for not allowing their age to stand in their way. But coming into this season, having that experience from going into playoffs are a very different level of play. There's a lot of much greater intensity, a lot more on the line. Obviously, if you win or if you lose, you're out. So getting that experience, getting to play against teams that have been there before, and now ourselves having been there before, I think we can really look to those players who have that experience to help show our underclassmen who haven't been there yet what it takes, so that way we can hopefully find even better success this year.
One thing that comes with being the section champs is knowing that every team is going to bring their best, but the players and coaches haven't backed down from the title they have received last season.
I think with success comes recognition, but it also starts to put a target on your back. And I think that leads to every team looking to the game versus us as it has to be their best game. So we have to be able to come into every single match really looking to play at our highest level, because these teams are coming in looking to unseat the reigning champs, if you will, from that section. And even with us dropping down into 3A, our section did not get any easier. We're still battling some of the top programs in 3A. I think we can really look to, in the second half of the season, take those problems that we had, overcome those obstacles, and really show that we deserve again to be in that spot and push to continue making that longer playoff run.
As the season continues to move towards playoffs, the Lady Wildcats are looking to pick up right where they left off last season.
The talent on this team is impressive. Additionally, senior Chloe Boyette will be playing internationally for the U19 U.S. Youth Futsal International Team, which is set to compete in 2 months in Lisbon, Portugal. Congratulations, Chloe. The Wildcats sit at 6-2-2 with 2 games remaining and playoffs nearing. Back to you, Tyler.
Thanks, Richard. The cross-country team has been working hard the last few weeks. Joe Coletti has the details.
Hey Wildcats, your cross-country team has a decent start to the season, with the both boys and girls team defeating York in their respective matchups. Your boys and girls team both won by a score of 50-15. The boys team dropped one to Norwin by a score of 38-21, and your girls lost as well, 38-23. The Lady Wildcats finished the season 5-3 in the section and 6-4 overall. The boys' record were 4-4 in the section and 5-5 overall. For the girls, Emerson Scatell started the scoring on the day, winning the girls' race in a new course record time of 19 minutes and 35 seconds. The boys' team was led by August Lawrence, who won the race in 17 minutes and 33 seconds. The boys' team also beat Penn Trafford by a score of 26-31 and bested Ligonier 15-50. The Lady Wildcats stopped PT 15-50 and bettered Ligonier 18-44. Ligonier's boys team fell to PT 50-15, but the Lady Rams defeated the Lady Warriors by the same score. At the end of September, the team traveled to Carlisle High School for the Carlisle Invitational, running in the competitive challenge races. The Wildcats displayed some fine running, with half the team running personal best. The girls team finished 22nd out of the 38 teams and 25th of the 68 teams on the course. The boys were 37th out of 46 challenge teams and 48th out of 76 teams overall. The Wildcats will run in the Youthtown Clash on Saturday. Races begin at 10.
The football team returns to Memorial Stadium tonight. Here's reporter Jacob Kramer with an update on the football team.
Good morning, Wildcats. The varsity football team is off to a decent start, going 3-3 in their game so far. They had a tough game at home against Rodney Gallagher and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, eventually losing 10-7, but they battled and gave it their all. Bouncing back last week, they played the Trinity Hillers and crushed them with an entourage of scoring, eventually winning the game 31-6. Football team is confident facing Ringgold tonight, who have only scored 20 points this whole season.
Tonight, you face the Ringgold Rams. What do you need to do in order to get the first win at Memorial Stadium tonight?
Well, I think we need to probably feed off the crowd and play with great energy. I think our kids will be excited to be home tonight, and I think they're looking forward to it. We've got to play well. We've got to play fast. We've got to execute and be disciplined, and I think, I think we'll do that tonight.
Coach, as always, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Be sure to come out to Memorial Stadium tonight with the Den theme being pink out.
Thanks, Jacob. The tennis team has continued their winning ways. Here's Emma Urich with the details.
Thanks, Tyler. The girls' tennis team is having a great season with a section record of 7-1 and an overall record of 7-2. Seniors Avery Massero and Taylor Shanefelter played in the Whitfield section doubles at Franklin Regional on Thursday, September 29th. The duo played a tough game and fell to Franklin Regional. They then won the consolation match against Kiski area. Avery and Taylor finished third and will play in the Whitfield doubles tournament. The team plays in the first Whitfield team playoff match on Monday, October 10th at Pine Ridgeland. Good luck, girls. Back to you, Tyler.
Thanks, Emma. The golf team season has come to an end. The team ended its season in an expedition match at Treesdale Country Club, where they fell to both teams, South Fayette and Pine Ridgeland. The team finished with a strong record of 5-5 and an overall record of 8-5. Your Wildcats' biggest win on the season was beating section champion Penn Trafford. Good season, boys. Looking forward to more success in the future. Best of luck to all of our teams this week. Thanks for joining us on Wildcat All Access. Let's go, Cats!